Hi everyone, it's Stella Grizont from WUPA, where we help people work happier and live better. And today I want to share with you my favorite thing to do after I give any presentation. And you can also use this if you lead any meeting with an employee or a team or even with your boss. So here's what I do. At the end, I ask my participants to share one thing that they really appreciated about the workshop today, or one thing that they learned, or one thing they're going to do differently as a result of what we just did. And if I'm giving a presentation and I have like slides up, I'll actually write down each of these questions and I'll just have them go around in a circle and just pick one that they want to respond to. And if I'm speaking, for example, to a group with hundreds of people where there's too many people to go around, then I'll have them break up into groups and share amongst themselves. So this achieves so many benefits for you as the presenter and for everyone participating. And it's just amazing. This is like my dessert after I give a workshop, so I love it. Okay, let me give you a little bit about the psychology of why this works on so many levels. So the first benefit for you, which is just simple as a presenter, is that you get to hear immediately what people are processing and what their takeaways are, or what really resonated most. So this will help you give a better presentation next time, or really understand the needs of your audience. So really simple. Two, if you have key stakeholders in the room, so people maybe who chose you to present this information or brought you in to speak about something, and they get to hear how the audience is processing this information, it's really wonderful, because then it's not about you telling that stakeholder what you thought people took away. It's them hearing the testimonials live. And I've had people bring me in to talk about how to get a team to collaborate better or connect better, or how to be more engaged at work. And when you have people sharing out loud, like I once had this guy say, whoa, we've worked together for 12 years, but it's only in the last 30 minutes that I feel like I got to know you. When you hear someone say that, that's really gratifying. And so if you're a stakeholder who is responsible for creating this event or this initiative, it's also really satisfying for them to hear this. So the third benefit of asking, just these simple questions at the very end, and this is where the psychology gets really cool, is that, well, let me just explain a theory. So the theory is called peak end theory. And basically it goes like, when we remember or recall an event, the way we actually evaluate it is based on the peaks or the most intense moments of that event and the end. So basically, if at the end of your workshop or presentation or meeting, you're having people very intentionally think about what was most valuable or what did they appreciate, you're giving a positive glaze to the whole experience. And that's helping them in the future when they recall your event to have just this kind of sense of value or appreciation. So in anything that you do, think about the peak end theory, because endings really matter. So for example, if you're in a service industry, you want to think about how do you end an experience with a client and making sure that it's really pleasant, because that's going to really influence their takeaways with you. So that's another benefit. And then, a final benefit, which is probably the most important, is that you're helping the participants synthesize. I mean, they've probably just taken in a lot of information, and there's probably little time between your presentation and whatever they have going on next. So just to force them to take a moment to process what was most valuable here, or what did I appreciate, or what did I gain out of this, you're helping them synthesize information and say it out loud. And then they get to hear what other people are processing. And so you're helping them really savor and recap the most important pieces and aspects. And so, someone will be like, oh, I really like the part when we did this exercise. And then someone will be like, yeah, and what was really important for me was to see how Bob and Jan were able to come together around something they, felt like there was no way to agree on. And so it just really elevates the experience. People are building on each other's takeaways. And so you just have an awesome ending. So again, the tip here is whenever you end a presentation, always leave time. I literally calculate time in my presentation and I call it like honorable closure. And I leave, depending on the size of the group, space for honorable closure. And I would say you want to estimate about a minute per person. It will sometimes go faster, sometimes it will go slower, but this is really critical on so many levels to do this. So do it and let me know what you think. And I'd love to hear any additional tips you guys have for how to make your meetings and your presentations and your experiences more effective. All right. Thank you. Bye.